it comes to going big,
This is a town within a town.
no one builds it better
You just got to look like you know what you're doing.
than the Block.
We're doing bathroom week 1.
Huge risks,
If you can dream it, why not do it?
You got approval.
This is our secret weapon.
massive rewards.
The whole reason we're here is for our kids.
The new Block. Tonight, 7:30 on 9.
The people we love spreading germs. But we've got you. Dettol. Spread the love, not the germs.
Domino's goes Italiano. Classic Italian flavours with a fresh Aussie twist.
Carbonara, magnifico.
Bolognese, bellissimo.
Domino's new Italiano pizzas.
They're really good, mate.
Attention Aldi shoppers, these aren't just low prices. It's a sale!
It's not a sale. Our prices are just this low every day.
Yes, it's an everyday sale!
I think there's a sale.
No, it's not an everyday sale. It's just our
It's
price.
not an everyday sale!
Not an everyday sale. No, there's no sale. There's no sale. Just low prices every day at Aldi. Good different.
Breathe fire into your investments with Ramara. Earn 7.6% interest fixed for 12 months.
Good rate.
Hey, what's going on? Get back into it.
Ramara. Cash, credit and real estate funds in the palm of your hand.
Maybe we could host a podcast together.
No, Dad, you're so green. 90s road trip. This playlist is pretty good.
This one is right. You know what a banger is?
What's a banger?
Are you kidding?
So I definitely fill the whole car up with puppies.
Wow, that's a lot of puppies.
Sounds like a full house.
Basically, the puppies are just going to be my family. So there's the I would like to have a big one up of the road, and I'll have
However these weak symptoms of acid reflux feel to you, Gaviscon Dual Action acts in the stomach to neutralise acid parts and form a protective layer. For 6 symptoms, there's Gaviscon.
It's a 40-week sleep event of the year. Up to 50% off mattresses and up to 30% off credits. 40 weeks of even handling the heavy lifting with free local delivery. Link your misses. Terms, conditions and exclusions apply. 40 weeks. Serious about sleep.
Hello, Natasha Beyersdorf with an NBN news update. Reality TV star Matt Wright pleads not guilty to attempting to prevent abuse of justice when he did this after a fatal helicopter crash. Measures are on the way as the federal government moves to fulfil a corruption promise. Pallets of food airdropped into Gaza as Israel announces it's pausing funding, but it comes with conditions. Celebrations in Newcastle as the city's airport welcomes the first arrivals of a new terminal. Also tonight, unlikely pairing for special friendship developing Toronto Western Canada Zoo. And Tadej Pogacar takes his 4th Tour de France to Canada. Exclusively coming up the news access. A Harbour Bowls Club versus an American casino giant over its name, but the Bally Bolo got in first.
A lucky coincidence?
Join me.
Thanks for that, Narelle, and love the beehive.
Beautiful.
And speaking of sweet, let's go to the Yui Saver Showcase. Meet Chris, who saved $590.
Oh, yeah. Yes, so it's my car insurance viewing saved $590.
$590?
Yep.
Oh, I bet you got a buzz out of that.
Sure did.
Narelle,
It's only milk.
Narelle, you haven't shopped around until you tried Yui. Yui. Sorry.
When the family's unwell, moments like these come to a stop. Glen 20 kills 99.9% of germs,
So be proactive this winter and kill the germs before they kill the fire.
You know what's better than a good survey?
A van that's bigger. I mean, bigger. They're making their money work harder.
Helping my business make it.
Bigger for helping us to buy a home. Bigger for the community I care about. My bank is bigger for what matters most. As Australia's most trusted bank, 2.5 million Aussies know that Bendigo Bank is bigger for them. And we're bigger for you.
Bendigo Bank, the better.
Disney discs are here. And right now, get a bonus Disney pack when you buy any participating Finish or Energizer product in a $30 shop at Woolworths and Big W.
Electrodry's new state-of-the-art rug cleaning facility utilises 4 machines to deep clean and bath your rug with tailored processes for delicate and natural fibres. You can pick up and drop off yourself or hand deliver. Make your rug feel like new.
Electrodry. Introducing the rear-wheel drive Sunliner motorhome range, now on display. Numerous floor plan options, standard car licence and a 3-year factory chassis warranty. Check out the rear-wheel drive Sunliner range at Australian Motorhomes Bennett's Green today.
Hello, I'm Winston. Winston with a Y. The big birthday sale is on now.
Sweet savings store-wide on blinds, curtains, crim-safe security, shutters and awnings.
If it covers a window or door, it's in the birthday sale.
Wait, it gets sweeter with our free measure and quote and free installation.
The big birthday sale ends July 31st. Don't miss out.
Tomorrow he is without doubt one of our favourite freaks. The very talented James Blunt drops in.
Plus, swim superstar Emma McKeon is here with the Dolphins absolutely smashing it at championships. She reveals the Aussie's secret sauce.
Hello, Natasha Beyersdorf with an NBN News update. The price of medication set to drop. How much you'll save? A Virgin Australia plane damaged after becoming disconnected while being towed. The US and European Union reach a trade agreement. Dolly Parton's influence spreads to the upper hunter. How she's helping youngsters read. And a season-destroying loss for the Sea Eagles as a key player is injured. Join us for those stories and more. NBN News at 6.
A golden night for our Aussies at the World Championships. Our relay teams on top of the world.
It's another goal!
In tonight's blockbuster finals, our Olympic golden girl, Kaylee McEwen in the 100 backstroke.
One of our great champions.
A massive night of finals action from the World Aquatics Championships. Live tonight on 9Gem and 9 Now.
Can you believe this was 20 years ago? Actually, I think my skin's better now, thanks to this.
New Revitalift Laser Serum by L'Oréal Paris. 3 serums in 1. Visible results on wrinkles, firmness, evenness. New Revitalift Laser Serum.
We're worth it.
Want fast relief from common pains? Choose Nurofen Advanced Liquid Capsules to unleash the speed of liquid. Now available in minis. Nurofen Advanced and Terry White Chemmart. Dedicated to care.
You guys look stuck.
Bit like trying to buy a bigger home.
You know Aussie brokers like Monica here
Hi, Monica.
can work out your budget before selling so you can get unstuck.
Chat to an Aussie broker today.
When the lucky country isn't so lucky, it's lucky you're with Amy.
Lucky you're with Amy.
Get 1 pair of designer multifocals, no gap, from the $199 range with selected health funds. Includes standard multifocal lenses. Should have gone to Specsavers.
It's funny. We all have things we can't resist. But sometimes...
Really?
You need to make space for you.
Space for you. Thanks, Graham.
And when word spreads, everyone's potential is unleashed.
It'll all be here when we need it.
Because when people make space,
David, every time.
great things happen. What the?
Sweet Jane, yeah, sweet, sweet Jane, waiting for Jimmy down in the alley.
Electrodry's new state-of-the-art rug cleaning facility utilises 4 machines to deep clean and bath your rug with tailored processes for delicate and natural fibres. You can pick up and drop off yourself or hand deliver. Make your rug feel like new.
Electrodry. For over 45 years, Hotondo Homes has been dedicated to helping families build their dream homes. Recognising that every family is unique, our expert local teams can bring your new home journey to life.
Tripadeal's Mega Cruise Frenzy is on now. Experience Cunard's ultimate Caribbean getaway from $3,799 per person, including flights. Discover the streets of Miami, then sail in luxury aboard Queen Elizabeth to tropical Caribbean islands, Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula and more. Plus, earn a $250 travel voucher towards a second holiday and go in the draw to win a car. Hurry, offer ends August 14. Search Tripadeal now.
Super Cheap Auto is winding back the clock with classic deals like this Valvoline engine oil now half price. And get this free when you spend $70 or more. Who does your hair, guesty? Make it super. Super Cheap Auto. Sale on now.
Can finish tackle Nonna's famous feast and those burnt-on stains. Mum doesn't think so. Finish Ultimate Plus gives a deep clean for a brilliant shine. What's your finish challenge?
At Solarheart, we're proud to be leading Australia's solar charge, helping smart Aussies make a real difference to the planet, cutting their energy bills and connecting them to their smart energy future. Get smart. Get Solarheart.
Matto's a country boy at heart. But ever since he moved to the big smoke, he spends more time on these 4 wheels
than those 4 wheels.
It doesn't mean he loves his car any less.
Still love you, Betty!
Which is why Matto swapped to Drive Less, Pay Less cover from Everyday Insurance. It's comprehensive car insurance that costs a lot less because he drives less. And he gets
10% off a Woolly shop every month. Bingo, bingo! I'm watching you, bird!
Make your insurance more rewarding. Make every day count.
Oh, I'll get this. We're still up for ice skating, or is that on hold?
Thank you. We'll take it.
ANZ Falcon technology learns from thousands of data points on your transactions, so it can help spot the difference between you and fraud. Fraud protection. Now it's personal.
Meet Connie's dynamic duo for peaceful nights. Kids' leak-proof underwear and bed pads. Perfect for keeping kids comfy and dry all night long. Say goodbye, leaks, and hello, sleep with Connie.
Experience the soul of Ireland, live on stage with the Emmy Award-winning Shamrock Tenors. Don't miss the Shamrock Tenors. Book now.
In NBN News, another warning about lithium-ion batteries after a Maitland fire. Celebrations at Newcastle Airport welcomes the first arrivals to its new terminal, and what to expect from the new-look Jets ahead of their first game. Next.
A humble bowls club versus an American casino giant over its name, but the Ballybolo got in first.
A lucky coincidence?
Join me.
When your child is in pain, you feel it as if it's your own. You bring back their smile. We'll do the up to 8-hour relief for fever and 8 pains. That's also gentle on little stomachs. Nurofen, leave the fever and 8 pains to us.
So don't let a chip spoil your trip.
Is that a chip?
That happens a lot, but O'Brien could have helped. A chip repair is faster, cheaper and greener than a new windscreen. And with car insurance, it's usually free. So don't let that little chip spoil your trip. Book today.
It's here, the federal government cheaper home battery program. And with Sunboost, you can save more than $9,500 in government incentives on an approved 30 kilowatt hour solar battery. Call today for a priority installation and maximum incentives.
Call 1300 Sunboost. So, expanding the warehouse.
Yeah, stock is moving.
Your numbers are looking good.
If business growth feels wild, wrangle it with NAB Business Lending.
Let's do it.
NAB. More than money.
Feel good health catch on with Bupa, with up to 12 weeks free when you join directly on eligible products. For award-winning health insurance, search Bupa 12 weeks free today.
It's one of our nicer rugs that we have. The smell was probably a little bit daunting.
I had a little sick dog last year. He did throw up. He also urinated on my Persian rug.
Electrodry's new rug cleaning facility can deep clean your rug with a tailored process for wool and silk fibres.
The dog stain, can't tell where it was.
Very excited and ready to take it home and put it in its place again.
To refresh your rug like new. All you need is Electrodry, Electrodry, Electrodry.
When it comes to going big.
This is a town within a town.
It's massive.
No one builds it better.
But you just got to look like you know what you're doing.
Than the Block.
We're doing bathroom week 1. How do you feel, Em?
I'm chill.
Oh, yeah.
Huge risks.
If you can dream it, why not do it?
You got approval.
This is our secret weapon.
Massive rewards.
The whole reason we're here is for our kids.
The new Block is just getting started. Tonight, 7:30 on 9.
Tonight, price relief on the way, the cost of PBS medicines to fall from January 1.
Israel defiant, claiming there's no starvation crisis in Gaza.
The New South Wales Premier shuts down plans for a pro-Palestinian rally on the Harbour Bridge.
Reality TV star Matt Wright goes on trial, charged in relation to a deadly helicopter crash.
And Oscar Piastri reigns in Spa to extend his lead in the title race.
This is NBN News with Gavin Morris and Natasha Beyersdorf.
Good evening. There's some financial relief on the way for millions of Australians, with prescription prices set to drop for medications on the PBS.
But while the fulfilment of an election promise will bring welcome savings, the bitter pill to swallow for many is the growing cost of seeing a doctor.
At a Canberra pharmacy, an election promise means the price of pills is set to drop.
I was trying to work out last night how much can I save every month. I was like, I think it's about $60-something.
Yeah.
Every month, I know.
New legislation will cap PBS medications at $25 per script from January 1. The rate for pension and concession card holders won't change, set to remain at $7.70 per script until 2030.
It is a good day for patients. So 20 million Australians would have been paying up to $50.
Now, there's an old saying, nothing comes down in price. Well, this is coming down in price.
Last night, 9 News revealed new projections showing GP bulk billing rates to rise in every state in November, but remain below the government's 90% bulk billing target by 2030.
If you've just forked out $50 to see the GP to get that script, then the $5.60 is not going to look as good.
Isn't it the case that Australians both need their Medicare card and their credit card to get the health care they need under Labor?
3/4 of clinics will move to full bulk billing. The rest will have something less than that. And when you add those two up together, we'll get to 90% bulk billing by the end of this decade.
Both sides of Parliament back reducing the cost of prescription medicines. The objection coming not from the opposition, but instead from Donald Trump. The White House considering 200% tariffs on drugs exported to America, but the government insists there'll be no change in the price of drugs heading here.
This is one of the great cornerstones of Australia's healthcare system. We simply won't be negotiating on medicines prices for ordinary Australians.
Charles Croucher, NBN News.
More aid has floated down to desperate people in Gaza, with supplies parachuted in to help thousands of malnourished citizens. But as it came down, there was a further denial from Israel, its Prime Minister claiming there's no starvation on the Strip.
In the sky above Gaza, pallets of food and basic essentials dropped from aircraft and parachuted in. It's desperately needed aid for the population, but only a drop in the ocean. We waited for the planes. The planes are insulting us, this man says. Though most go without, some get their hands on a bag of flour. Faraz Hassouna is a father of 6. From 5 a.m, I'm dreaming of flour. It has become a nightmare in my life, he says. After a long walk, he falls to the ground and kisses his bag of flour. 25 tonnes of aid dropped from Jordanian and UAE aircraft. More coming by road, these trucks en route from Egypt. Hamas claims at least 133 Gazans have now died from hunger and thousands are malnourished. Israel denies Hamas's claims.
What a bold-faced lie. There is no policy of starvation in Gaza, and there is no starvation in Gaza.
But in what appears to be another example of Israel yielding somewhat to international pressure, it's announced it's pausing fighting between 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. in 3 areas of the Strip. In Mawasi, where there's already a safe zone, Deir al-Balah, and in Gaza City. US President Donald Trump was asked what should happen in the event a ceasefire hostage deal cannot be struck.
Israel's going to have to make a decision. I know what I do, but I don't think it's appropriate that I say.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowing Israel will achieve all its goals. In London, Edward Godfrey, NBN News.
Now to more on the Israeli claims that the famine in Gaza is Hamas propaganda. Here's political editor Charles Croucher.
Israel's deputy ambassador held a briefing this afternoon claiming Israel is monitoring the situation and insisting, this is a quote, "We don't recognise any famine or any starvation." Most media organisations are prevented from accessing the Gaza Strip, but dozens of aid groups continue to insist there is starvation in the war-torn region. Parties in this building are hopeful that international pressure will now mean more aid makes it into Gaza and continue to push the importance of Hamas releasing the remaining hostages from the October 7 attacks.
A plan to shut down the Sydney Harbour Bridge for a weekend protest has itself been shut down. Chris Minns today telling pro-Palestinian demonstrators it's too short notice, and they say they're happy to wait.
It's become a Sunday ritual. Pro-Palestinian demonstrators taking to the streets of Sydney. But now, as images of starvation in Gaza shock the world, organisers want the Harbour Bridge to be the stage for a mass protest this weekend.
The bridge is a hugely iconic symbol, so that's why we think it's a very important step, because we need to do whatever we can to try to stop this genocide.
The Premier was quick to shut down the idea on the advice of police. We cannot support a protest of this scale, especially with 1 week's notice. We cannot allow Sydney to descend into chaos. The opposition, for once, siding with the Premier.
They should not be taking over the Harbour Bridge.
But the precedent has been set. This was the bridge in 2000. 250,000 people marching in support of reconciliation. In 2023, Hollywood got the nod for filming Fall Guy with Ryan Gosling, the same year for World Pride. The main argument against the rally is that there's not enough time to safely organise it for this location. The Premier and police say they would support it at another time or place, organisers offering their plan B to push it back another week.
If what they're saying is that they need more time to help us organise this, then of course we're happy to spend another week or whatever it will take if they're genuine about that.
If the protesters get their wish, there's no doubt the demonstration on the famous coat hanger will attract global headlines. Sophie Upcroft, NBN News.
Firefighters have issued a fresh warning about lithium-ion batteries after a fire tore through a granny flat at Maitland this morning. Crews were called to the property shortly after 8 o'clock. They managed to contain the blaze within an hour, but the flat, a fence and garden shed were all destroyed. The main residence was saved and all 3 occupants escaped injury. Firefighters suspect a lithium-ion battery, which was charging at the time, is to blame.
There was chaos at Wallsend this afternoon with a car slamming into the side of a home on Newcastle Road just before 2:30. The driver, a woman aged in her 40s, was treated at the scene by paramedics and taken to John Hunter Hospital. The house was unoccupied at the time. One eastbound lane of Newcastle Road was closed to traffic while the scene was cleared.
Police are hunting a driver following a pursuit through Newcastle. Officers say they attempted to stop a white Ford Ranger at Adamstown shortly after 3 a.m. When the ute kept going, police gave chase, but the pursuit was terminated at Cooks Hill, where officers lost sight of the vehicle. Both it and the driver are yet to be located.
Newcastle Airport's new terminal is officially open for business, welcoming its very first passengers this morning. People jetting in from Melbourne, Brisbane and beyond, and putting the $110 million facility to the test.
A milestone for the Hunter, the first passengers arriving at Newcastle Airport's brand new terminal and quickly giving it the thumbs up.
I think it's amazing. It's really good. I love how it's been upgraded and it's so modern.
Oh, it's wonderful, isn't it? We've waited so long for it.
I also liked seeing in the bathrooms how the automatic soap dispenser and the dryer and the water was warm.
Today's opening coming after years of planning and hard work and beginning a new era in air travel for the region.
I don't know how to describe that excitement of just, we're here now.
The pickup area quickly put to good use, more spacious than the old one. New baggage infrastructure has also been installed in readiness for when international flights take off, supporting larger planes and making the collection process more efficient. Today's travellers keen for those flights to begin.
Nice to be able to fly out of here rather than go down to Sydney or Brisbane, so yeah, worth it.
Oh, if we can, we'd love to, yeah, 100%, definitely, yeah. It would be.
Otherwise it's Sydney, isn't it?
And a new state government funding package has arrived right on time, with Newcastle included in the multi-million-dollar takeoff fund, which will provide support to airlines that launch services in the state's 3 international airports.
The fund will give us that opportunity of working harder and opening up Fiji, maybe New Zealand, and increasing the domestic routes we've got.
Jessica Warboys, NBN News.
A driver will be sentenced later this year over an accident which claimed the life of a woman at Stroud. 68-year-old Valerie Ann Munro accidentally accelerated as her car rolled backwards at the local showground in April. The vehicle struck an 82-year-old woman who later died. Today, Munro pleaded guilty to negligent driving occasioning death. She'll be sentenced in September.
China is Australia's biggest trading partner, buying a third of our exports, worth more than $200 billion. And the Hunter wants a larger piece of that pie, with a delegation from Beijing visiting the region, sampling our wine and seeking trade opportunities.
Australia's exports to China are predominantly coal, iron ore and natural gas. But as the consumption habits of the superpower's rising middle class changes, opportunities are opening up for the Hunter. Peter Drayton Wines exporting 2 shipping containers of wine in 4 months.
As a percentage of our current business, it's probably 10-15%. And we're looking to create more like about 70% into the China, then just moving on into India and other Asian markets.
Peter Lucas believes Australia is now the flavour of the month in China.
They're coming home with a palate for wine, they understand their wine, they have a real love of the wines from around the world.
It means we're perfectly poised to capitalise with the US and China yet to agree on Donald Trump's tariffs. Today, a delegation from Beijing's Commerce Bureau met Hunter business leaders.
I'm here just to talk to the Chinese delegates about the soft cheeses that Benori make. Benori as a company is hoping to explore the market in China.
They're looking for an aspirational middle class that are looking to buy products of quality, buy products that are fresh.
And despite last week's furore over a meeting with a Chinese diplomat, the Lord Mayor didn't shy away from today's delegation.
As the Prime Minister said, we have important differences, but we will cooperate where we can and trade where we can.
The opportunities go beyond trade too, such as taking Aussie shopfronts to China's capital.
They're looking for businesses to set up and establish in these 3 districts around Beijing and Beijing itself. So retail shops, partnerships, collaborations.
Jane Goldsmith, NBN News.
Music icon Dolly Parton is helping kids in the Upper Hunter, with some of Muswellbrook's youngest residents now reading from 0 to 5. The entertainer's Imagination Library, first launched in Australia in 2013, will deliver a free age-appropriate book to each child born after July 1 every month until their 5th birthday.
60 books by the time they're 5-year-olds, 60 books, all targeted at the age group. As they grow older, obviously the books will change. So a fantastic initiative, and initiative that's been wonderfully supported.
The local rollout's been made possible through a partnership with AGL, Muswellbrook Library and United Way Australia.
The winds of winter are well and truly still with us. It's been a chilly couple of days, only maxing out at about 15 to 17 degrees. The Central Coast managed 18, but it certainly felt much colder in the exposed winds.
Still ahead in NBN News, we're live to Darwin as reality TV star Matt Wright goes on trial.
Trouble on the tarmac. A Virgin Australia plane hits a tow truck.
And the US President trumpets a big deal with the EU.
At TAFE New South Wales, we believe everyone has a gift. Find yours as you develop your literacy, numeracy and digital skills, preparing you for your dream career. Enrol today for Semester 2, 2025. Search TAFE New South Wales.
Beaumont's hard flooring is seriously hard to beat.
Fall in love with our new laminate flooring at hard-to-beat prices, or our new hybrid range. We even help with installation too.
Why pay more? We wouldn't.
Only at Beaumont's.
Experience magnificent Mekong from $3,599 per person, including flights. Discover ancient Angkor Wat, sail the Mekong River, explore vibrant Ho Chi Minh City and more. Search Tripadeal now.
Disney discs are here. And right now, get a bonus Disney pack when you buy any participating Finish or Energizer product in a $30 shop at Woolworths and Big W.
When your child is in pain, you feel it as if it's your own. You bring back their smile. We'll do the up to 8-hour relief for fever and 8 pains. That's also gentle on little stomachs. Nurofen, leave the fever and 8 pains to us.
With Aware Super's retirement income account, you can stop working and keep earning. Tax-free. With super advice and super returns, Aware Super helps you find your rhythm of retirement. That's super helpful.
Oh, hello. I'm one of the premium inclusions, stone bench tops in all Hunter homes.
No extra cost?
None. Plus Fisher & Paykel appliances.
Who doesn't love soft closed drawers?
Not to mention the Fujitsu ducted air.
You'll find us all through your new Hunter home.
Why not have premium inclusions that don't cost an extra cent? And have it sooner with our 24-week build time.
Hunter Homes. Premium inclusions that speak for themselves.
Go Harvey Norman hot deals on laptops. Asus VivoBook Go 15 just $368. Save $450 on Lenovo IdeaPad Slim with Core i5 processor. Acer Aspire gaming laptop with dedicated graphics card just $868. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
RM Williams at Ayers of Lochinvar since 1963. Classic country looks. Quality that stands the test of time. RM Williams boots, clothing and accessories at Ayers of Lochinvar.
Discover the treasures of the Mekong on a scenic ultra-luxury river cruise between Vietnam and Cambodia. Book before 15 August 2025 and save up to $5,100 per person when you book with Hello World Travel.
To breaking news now out of Bangkok, and 5 people have been killed in a shooting at a market in the Thai capital. Footage has emerged showing a 61-year-old man walking with a gun after the attack. He later turned the gun on himself. The 5 victims are believed to be security guards and a female worker.
A Virgin Australia 737 has been badly damaged while being towed for maintenance in Melbourne. Questions are now being asked as to how the airport mishap occurred.
Wedged in the side of this 737 is the tow truck meant to be taking it for maintenance. Instead, it did more damage when it disconnected from the plane and tore a gash in its left-hand side.
Some of those tugs weigh up to 36 tonnes, so the aircraft in this case has been badly damaged.
Fire rescue was on standby as crews scrambled onto the tarmac, tending to the plane which had just touched down in Melbourne from the Gold Coast. They quickly covered the damage with tape and tarp before towing the tug and finally the plane.
Firstly, I'd categorise it as disappointing. No doubt that there'll be some concern about procedures being used by the people doing the towing.
An investigation is underway and the relevant authorities have been notified, explained Melbourne Airport, confirming there were no passengers on board at the time. Virgin Australia's statement did not explain what went wrong.
When an aircraft is under tow, even if there's no passengers and no pilots, there should be an engineer in the cockpit who can apply the brakes if something goes wrong. That's a normal procedure.
Despite the accident, it was business as usual at Melbourne Airport today. Virgin Australia did not need to cancel any flights because the plane involved was already scheduled for routine maintenance.
I expect Virgin Australia will do everything it needs to make sure that aircraft is airworthy, that it's repaired properly and checked.
This repair could take easily a week. It's going to be very expensive.
The trial of reality TV star Matt Wright has begun in the top end. He's facing charges over a helicopter crash that killed his best friend. Lily Greer joins us from Darwin. Lily, good evening to you. Now, Wright has pleaded not guilty to all charges.
Yeah, that's right, Gav. Matt Wright is facing 3 counts of attempting to pervert the course of justice, and today in the Darwin Supreme Court behind me here, he pleaded not guilty to all 3. Now, there was no drama outside court today. It was really straightforward. Matt Wright, he walked right into the building. He had his wife, Kaya Wright, by his side, as well as his legal team. There was some media waiting for him, but he did not have anything to say to us. This is how that played out outside the court. How does it feel to be back in the spotlight? How are you feeling about the weeks ahead? Now, if he is found guilty at the end of all of this, then he could face time in prison. Gav, this is just day 1 of this trial done and dusted. We're expecting this trial could run for up to 5 weeks. Court is going to resume tomorrow, but we are not expecting to see that jury selection process kick off until later this week.
A long trial ahead. Thank you, Lily. Travel agency Webjet has been hit with a $9 million bill after the federal court found it made a false statement about the price of flights. The company has admitted some of its advertised fares excluded compulsory fees, with the consumer regulator noting an $18 promotion, which cost almost 3 times the price at the checkout. The court has asked Webjet to review its compliance program.
Donald Trump has teed up a new trade deal, interrupting his golf holiday in Scotland to talk tariffs with the European Union. The US president describing it as the biggest deal ever made, while the EU hopes it'll bring stability.
Donald Trump not in the Oval Office and not in America, but the art of the deal in full swing at his Turnberry golf course.
I think it's... I'm going to let you say, but I think it's the biggest deal ever made. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
The US announced it's imposing 15% tariffs on all EU goods entering America. The European Union also agreeing to buy $750 billion worth of US energy and a vast amount of US military equipment, as well as investing $600 billion into America.
It will bring stability. It will bring predictability. That's very important for our businesses on both sides of the Atlantic.
I think it's great that we made a deal today instead of playing games and maybe not making a deal at all.
Earlier in the day, the US president made it clear he wasn't toying around.
I'm actually not in a good mood.
Was it about morning golf, or were you not in a good mood?
No, the golf was beautiful. Golf can never be bad.
Trump hitting the green again in the morning, relaxing with his entourage. But there were less peaceful scenes on a flight from London to Glasgow. A man was arrested after this outburst.
Going to bomb the plane! Dead to America! Dead to Trump! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Oh my God. There remains a large security operation in place to protect Donald Trump while he's in Scotland. The next leader who will travel to meet him here will be the UK Prime Minister. In Turnberry, Hannah Sinclair, NBN News.
Most of the coast was relatively clear today, but cloud has been building again on the western side of the divide as the winds howled across the Hunter Valley and mountain areas. We have a very interesting week ahead, so let's take a look. You can see that cut-off low passing over the region as we move into Wednesday, then a burst of really cold air coming through Thursday. The wet weather hitting the coast along with snow on the mountains. Then as we move towards the weekend, we're going to see two upper-level cut-off lows form two low-pressure systems. And you can see it looks like it is going to create quite a wet, windy, very cold weekend. More details headed your way a little later in the bulletin.
Coming up next, Australia's biggest lender throws its weight behind a way to combat the housing crisis.
That sinking feeling a driver's brush with death caught on camera.
And meet the pup that's a cheetah's best friend.
I was worried about the care Dad was receiving at home. Different people, often late, no one to speak to. Don't put up with bad service. Switch to Right at Home for home care packages or immediate private care now.
Life's full of challenges.
Did we check the dimensions?
And big surprises. We see potential where others might not.
You need to make space for you.
Babe! We need to make space.
And when word spreads, everyone's potential is unleashed.
Not kidding me.
Because when people make space, great things happen.
Red line squad, we gotta go red! 10-4, Rufus, you. We're gonna cut them off.
Red line squad, they're getting away.
Not on my watch.
Super cheap auto and the best performing oils, making it super since forever.
This is your hunger calling. Can I get the new Big Arch with 2 layers of hot, juicy quarter-pound beef and that tangy Big Arch sauce? Did you get one yet? New Big Arch for Big Macca's hunger.
Whether it's car, boat, caravan or home insurance, with NRMA Insurance, the more eligible policies you have, the more you could save. Because that's what a help company would do. NRMA Insurance, a help company.
Maybe we could host a podcast together.
No, Dad, you're so cringe. 90s road trip. This playlist is pretty good.
This one is, right? You know what a banger is?
What's a banger?
Are you kidding?
So I definitely fill the whole car up with puppies.
Wow, that's a lot of puppies.
Sounds like a full house.
Basically, the puppies are just going to be my family.
So I would like have a disco up on the roof, and I'll have some decorations.
This is what pre-flight mornings look like around here. Doing the coffee run, not the M1. Finding yourself the perfect park. So go on, take your pick from over 250 flights a week from Newcastle Airport. Ah, that's the Newy way.
Things are really heating up at Heating and Outdoors by Glendale Warehouse. Wood heaters, gas heaters and gas log fires with Australia's biggest brands. Plus, friendly service and expert advice. Heating and Outdoors by Glendale Warehouse, Lake Road, Glendale.
Adjustable beds from Harvey Norman. Use preset positions to find the perfect angle to relax. Zero gravity for weightless comfort with wireless control. As your needs change, so does your bed.
Adjustable beds, made for sleep, designed for life.
Discover the treasures of the Mekong on a scenic ultra-luxury river cruise between Vietnam and Cambodia. Book before 15 August 2025 and save up to $5,100 per person when you book with Hello World Travel.
A court has heard confronting allegations involving one half of a Queensland couple that competed on the TV show My Kitchen Rules. It's alleged tomato sauce was at the centre of one incident that escalated into the complainant being dragged down a hallway by her hair.
He called himself a super chill Samoan on national TV. But today Anthony Moo has been described as volatile while facing a magistrate's court trial on 7 charges relating to alleged child abuse.
These are pretty shocking allegations, Mr Moo.
Supported by his wife and fellow contestant on Channel 7 cooking show My Kitchen Rules, Claudine Uwamaki-Mu is also facing charges due to stand trial in a district court on a dozen offences, including rape, at a later date. The charges against Mr Mu include common assault and assault occasioning bodily harm. The court hearing today an alleged argument over a condiment turned violent, the complainant claiming the tomato sauce was the catalyst of the assault. He threw a burger at the back of my head. He grabbed my hair and dragged me down the hallway. On other occasions, she says she was hit, kicked in the stomach and punched. In another alleged incident, the complainant said she was thrown into a wall. She was emotional during parts of her testimony, telling the court at times she feared for her life. The woman denying a suggestion by the defence that she made her claims in an attempt for fame after the couple's TV appearance. The pair's identities had been protected by a suppression order that was lifted in April. Tensions flaring today as the couple left court flanked by supporters.
Seriously, we're doing our job.
Anthony Mu's trial has been adjourned to October, when 5 more witnesses will take the stand. Anna Rawlings, NBN News.
A terrorism charge is expected to be laid against a man accused of stabbing 11 people at a US shopping centre. Authorities have praised the actions of bystanders, saying they undoubtedly saved lives.
A shopping centre car park and a Good Samaritan takes aim at a mass stabbing suspect.
Throw the knife that way! Throw it away! Throw it away!
This is just one of the victims, hunched over outside Walmart in the US state of Michigan. Bradford James Gilly, accused of knifing 11 people, could now face a terror charge and 11 counts of intent to murder.
A motive has not yet been determined.
It's alleged yesterday afternoon, Gilly went on a rampage inside the store in Traverse City. The victims, aged 29 to 84. One was a store worker. All are expected to survive. Police say the suspect has a violent background.
Mr. Gilly's history shows prior assaultive incidents as well as controlled substance violations.
Authorities still need to file the charges. This armed civilian now praised for helping end the violence. In the United States, Jonathan Kersley, NBN News.
Water bombers have been deployed to battle a wildfire burning in a northern suburb of Athens. Residents in some parts of the Greek capital have been told to evacuate, with almost 150 firefighters tackling the flames. Temperatures above 38 degrees and high winds are fanning fires across the country.
1 minute you're driving, the next your car is being slowly swallowed by a sinkhole. That's what happened in Singapore. Luckily, the driver survived, with nearby workers using a rope to pull her to safety. She was taken to hospital for a checkup.
Destiny's Child has reunited after 7 years, the trio taking to the stage in Las Vegas for the final night of Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter tour. The group last performed together at the Coachella Music Festival in 2018.
A warning for Google phone users tonight. Some Pixel 6a models are at risk of dangerous overheating, potentially leading to fires and burns injuries. There is a fix though. The company has issued an urgent update you can download to fix battery features. And if your phone has already been affected, you can contact Google for compensation.
It's a construction method viewed as a potential game changer in Australia's housing crisis. Now, the country's biggest lender is opening the financial floodgates when it comes to high-speed, prefabricated home building.
It's the construction boom happening behind closed doors, and now it's about to hit the big league as finance giants throw their weight behind high-speed, off-site building. And these factories are now popping up all over the country.
This is a huge moment. I think this is probably one of the most achievable and fast-moving ways to start improving housing supply.
Modscape in Essendon Fields is one of the largest, and founder Jan Gurn says this type of construction isn't necessarily cheaper than on-site building, but while that might take well over a year, here,
the overall build time for that might range between 4 to 12 weeks. It's generally installed in one day.
and it's that massive time saving that's pushed his business to quadruple in a few short years, and now set to supercharge because Australia's biggest lender, Commonwealth, is boosting lending for these assessed off-site builders. That means customers will be able to access 80% of the cost through a loan, whereas previously they'd have to cover most of the cost themselves.
One of the things holding back the take-up here in Australia was the availability of finance, and that's really a big part of the reason why we stepped in.
The CBA's initiative has opened up a barrier that has prevented mums and dads from being able to build a house using off-site methodology.
Off-site building is more common overseas, but with Australia in the midst of a housing crisis, and because this is fast and efficient, the industry says this type of construction will triple in the next 5 years. Something analysts are applauding.
Now that we're starting to see major lenders wading into this realm, you'll start to see more and more momentum coming into line, and that really starts to open up a real innovation in the construction sector, which is desperate for productivity improvements.
Because when it comes to housing in Australia, the clock is ticking. Chris Kohler, NBN News.
To finance and money markets have risen following news of a tariff deal between the US and European Union. More from Chris Kohler.
Markets hate uncertainty, and the new arrangement between the US and the EU at least adds some certainty to the global trade situation. For now. Wall Street rose overnight as the powerhouses announced the deal, with the S&P 500 hitting yet another record high. And our market followed with a modest rise, the banks and gold miners really leading the way. The Australian dollar slipped, but it is still only slightly weaker than its recent 9-month high. And even though there's another month of winter left, the property market looks to be heating up. The weekend's clearance rate was nearly 10% higher than this time last year, thanks largely to talk of interest rate cuts. But all that hangs in the balance because on Wednesday we'll see crucial inflation data. A low result will likely mean another rate cut. A high result? Maybe not. We'll wait and see.
Well, sometimes cats and dogs just don't get on, but a rare friendship has emerged at Taronga's Western Plains Zoo between cheetah cub Rosie and Labrador cross pup Ziggy. The pair was introduced not long after only child Rosie was born to give her a playmate to learn and develop with. The idea came from close to home. Rosie's mum Siri was also a single cub, and zookeepers paired her with a puppy back in 2015.
Ooh, nice.
It's all good now.
Yeah, I know that first argument could be ugly though. Let's move to sport now with Jack Howe.
Jack, a big game looming for Lockie Galvin.
Yes, good evening, guys. He's about to play the same club he walked out on, and the Bulldogs convert can expect quite a reception from Tigers fans. The latest on him and another young star next. Plus, Oscar Piastri grabs win number 6 of the F1 season, and a timely title for Alex de Minaur weeks out from the US Open.
Switch to AGL this winter and save for up to $200 in energy bill credits. That's $100 for electricity and $100 for gas. Now that's a cosy deal. Switch online today. AGL, proudly Australian.
Whoa, I bet you're stuck on the same old real estate apps. Yeah? Try Aussie's new property search.
Oh.
With thousands of listings, even off market.
Ooh. Find your next property with Aussie.
Get one pair of designer multifocals, no gap, from the $199 range with selected health funds. Include standard multifocal lenses. Should have gone to Specsavers.
I'm Nat from O'Brien. These cracks all started as chips. Happens a lot. We replace thousands of windscreens, but a chip repair is faster, cheaper and greener. And with car insurance, your repair is usually free. Book today.
What makes a big arch so good? Is it big juicy beef, crispy onion, or is it the melty cheese smothered in Big Arch sauce? It's everything. New Big Arch for Big Macca's hunger.
Let's see if these weekend warriors know what they're doing.
And right now, get a bonus Disney pack when you buy any participating Pantene or Head & Shoulders product in a $30 shop at Woolworths and Big W.
Explore the spiritual heart of Australia on an all-inclusive small group tour through Arnhem 2026 early bird sale on now. Search or call today. Find your Outback Spirit, a journey beyond experience.
Domain Home's Super Saver sale is now on. Get a $35,000 cash discount plus a free driveway plus our free Energy Saver pack. That's over $60,000 in extra savings when you build with Domain Homes. Visit domainhomes.com.au now.
It's one of our nicer rugs that we have. The smell was probably a little bit daunting.
I had a little sick dog last year. He did throw up. He also urinated on my Persian rug.
Electrodry's new rug cleaning facility can deep clean your rug with a tailored process for wool and silk fibres.
The dog stain, can't tell where it was.
Very excited and ready to take it home and put it in its place again.
To refresh your rug like new, all you need is Electrodry, Electrodry, Electrodry.
Bailey Hayward is a young man with a big voice at the Bulldogs and has become a key figure in the Bulldogs' charge to the finals. Hayward's also backed Lockie Gavin to handle whatever the Tigers throw at him when he faces his old team for the first time on Sunday.
At the age of 23, in a side that boasts the swag of rep players, Bailey Hayward has become the surprise voice of reason in a high-flying football side. If you watch closely, when captain Stephen Crichton is kicking goals, it's Hayward who takes up the role of football whisperer.
Why are you doing that talking? Is that something that's natural, or is it the coaches inspired that? How's it come about?
I think it's always been pretty natural. I've obviously grown up in the halves and stuff like that. You've always supposed to be a bit of a talker, and I think that's something that comes natural to me. And like you said, obviously Critter's goal kicking, so he's a big influence there, and he's not there. We can grab another good win.
He seems to handle the hype pretty well.
Yeah, for a young kid, he's got a good head on his shoulders. He just wants to get better every day. You forget that he's only a 20-year-old kid, but he handles it really, really well. He's a real mature kid for his age, and we love having him at the club.
Hayward is a favourite at the Dogs, and if he has his way, he won't be going anywhere anytime soon.
Oh, look, I love the club. I've grown up in the area my whole life, and the way the club's heading and how we're playing this year, I love. And I'd hope to be here for a long time. Footy's a funny sport, so you can never predict what's going to happen in the future, but I'm absolutely loving my time here.
Danny Weidler, NBN News.
The Sea Eagles' finals hopes have taken another hit in the wake of yesterday's loss, with confirmation Hamoli Olakwaru's season is over after he dislocated his shoulder for the second time this year. Coach Anthony Seibold says the rampaging back rower wanted to try and return this season, but has been ruled out. Tino Fasua Mala'ali has refused to rule out walking away from the Kangaroos and playing for Samoa at the end of the season. Payne Haas and Hemiso Tibuai Fido have also been linked to a move.
No, I haven't made a decision at all. I'm hoping I'm in the boat where I do get to make a decision. Obviously, being in rehab probably rules that out at the moment, but like I said before, I just want to get my knee right, play good football, and hopefully I get to that point at the end of the year.
Tino was also tight-lipped about a potential move to the Perth Bears, saying he hasn't spoken with Mal Meninga. As if the Wallabies' loss wasn't painful enough, the team has been slammed for diving by the UK press following barbs that Australia is no longer worthy of facing the Lions. The players admit it will add even more fire to the final test in Sydney.
It adds into all those things we've spoken about. It's another thing to add into the pot for things to get up for the game, I guess. Maybe it is disappointing they say that. I mean, we're hoping to go out and put our best foot forward as a team and as a nation.
The Wallabies will still have plenty to play for on Saturday. The last time the Lions won a series 3-0 was back in 1904. Oscar Piastri has taken another step towards winning his first Formula One world title. The Aussie started second on the grid in Belgium, behind teammate Lando Norris, but that quickly changed.
At the aptly named Spa circuit, the grid got a pre-race soaking, the start delayed for more than an hour. As the weather cleared, the Grand Prix began behind the safety car. When they were set free, Piastri quickly made his move.
Lando Norris is vulnerable to Oscar Piastri, who has swept past him.
The
The Australian built his lead out to more than 9 seconds as the track dried. Then it was a case of hanging on. On wearing tyres, Piastri looked like a sitting duck for his fast-finishing teammate, but Norris made costly errors.
His confidence might have been after that. Don't want to do that very often, Lando Norris.
An ice-cool Oscar never wavered, still more than 3 seconds clear of Norris as he took the checkered flag.
Oscar Piastri wins the Belgian Grand Prix.
His 6th Grand Prix victory of the year, the most by any Australian in a single season, thanks to his opening lap heroics.
How was it behind the wheel?
Lively, very lively. I knew that lap 1 was going to be probably my best chance of winning the race.
Now a 16-point championship leader heading to Hungary, which also holds fond memories.
It's a track I enjoy. And yes, scene of my first win last year, so I'm looking forward to getting back and hopefully we can continue the momentum because this weekend the pace has been incredibly strong.
Chris Hodgkinson, NBN News.
With the Tour de France all wrapped up, Tadej Pogačar could have been forgiven for taking it easy on the final day. Instead, the Slovenian still tried to win the last stage on the Champs-Élysées, coming fourth behind Wout van Aert. That's 4 titles for the 26-year-old who finished 4 minutes and 24 seconds ahead of his nearest rival. Alex de Minaur has claimed a 10th career title. The Aussie saved 3 match points in Washington DC before winning in a 3rd set tiebreak. He moves back into the world's top 10 and is now off to Montreal ahead of next month's US Open. England has been accused of breaching the spirit of cricket. With the 4th test against India heading towards the draw and batsman Ravi Jadeja and Washington Sundar in the 80s, Ben Stokes attempted to end the match early, and when they refused, England gave them a spray. The pair scored centuries and the match was brought to an end, only for Stokes to give them another mouthful. After the break, Australia off to a golden start in the pool at the World Championships and revenge for England after missing out on the Women's World Cup.
Electrodry's new state-of-the-art rug cleaning facility utilises 4 machines to deep clean and bath your rug with tailored processes for delicate and natural fibres. You can pick up a drop-off yourself or hand deliver. Make your rug feel like new.
Electrodry.
Well, at least the lights are green. And with a budget direct cover, it should be green lights all the way.
Insurance solved with Budget Direct.
Get 2 Specsavers hearing aids for the price of none. You heard right, $0 cost to you. Specsavers has got you covered, so book a hearing appointment today. Conditions apply under the Australian Government Hearing Services Program. Standard range only.
Breathe fire into your investments with Ramara. Earn 7.6% interest fixed for 12 months.
Good rate.
Hey, what's going on? Get back into it.
Ramara. Cash, credit and real estate funds in the palm of your hand.
I still can't believe you switched to a new one.
I know. I thought it would make things go further.
Compare the retirements. When Lynn and Judy retired 5 years ago, they both took a regular income from their super. Judy didn't stick with her industry super fund. Lynn did. Will your money go further? Compare your retirement today.
Get what you really want with Ford Finance. Now available on select Ford Mustang and Everest models. Pay just 1.99% per annum comparison rate. Only at participating dealers while stocks last.
Go Harvey Norman. Trade in and save on selected LG home appliances and entertainment. Trade in and save up to $500 on LG TVs and soundbars, LG fridges, dishwashers and laundry appliances, LG vacuums and microwaves. Hurry, trade in and save on LG at Harvey Norman now.
3 reasons people love their Bellissimo mattress.
Double-sided. My mattress stays comfortable and lasts longer because I can sleep on both sides.
Microcoil.
With 4,000 springs to increase air circulation, it's more hygienic, cooler, has reduced body impressions and less partner disturbance.
5-year comfort promise. My Bellissimo can be reconstructed to create a softer or firmer feel within 5 years for free.
Making mattresses. Nobody makes a better mattress. Nobody.
This is what pre-flight mornings look like around here. Doing the coffee run, not the M1. Finding yourself the perfect park. So go on, take your pick from over 250 flights a week from Newcastle Airport. Ah, that's the Newy way.
This report brought to you by Newcastle Airport, now flying direct to Bali.
It's been a golden start in the pool at the World Aquatic Championships for Australia. A new look women's 4x100 metre freestyle relay team reclaimed the title, with Olivia Wunschk flying home against the United States. The men's team also won gold, Kyle Chalmers going from 3rd to 1st in the final leg to beat the US in a stunning upset.
You know, we've all been able to swim really well individually or split great times at different points, but it's been a matter of doing it all together at the same time, which I think we were able to do tonight. And like I said to the boys before, it's all about now just, I guess, getting it right in LA in 3 years' time and standing on the top of the podium.
Sam Short claimed silver in a thrilling finish to the men's 400 free, just 2/100ths of a second behind Olympic champion Lucas Martins. The Matildas are about to learn who they'll face in the opening stages of next year's Asia Cup, with the draw to be held in Sydney tomorrow night. Organisers admit they need the team to be successful.
We saw that for the Women's World Cup, running deep to the semi-final, broke all the TV records. Of course, I would love for the Matildas to run deep.
Australia will enter the tournament as the top seed and is out to claim the trophy for the first time since 2010. London is roaring for the Lionesses after England beat Spain in a dramatic shootout to win the Women's Euros. Prince William and Princess Charlotte soaked it all in from the stands in Switzerland, the heir to the throne later taking to the field to congratulate the winners. There could be fireworks when the Jets host Adelaide in the Australia Cup on Wednesday night. Newcastle wants to use its first clash under new coach Mark Milligan to set the tone for the season ahead. 4 weeks into life as a Jet, Max Burgess likes what he sees.
The group's been super positive since I've come in. They've welcomed me, and yeah, I'm looking forward to going out and war with them on Wednesday night.
Part of Newcastle's new cohort of players, the midfielder has a clear goal in the Australia Cup tie.
Set the tone for what we want to be as a side moving forward. We're ambitious, we want to be competitive, we want to play for our fans and set the tone on Wednesday.
The round of 32 clash against Adelaide, a rare chance for the Jets men to play at their training base in Maitland.
Should be exciting. Looking forward to a good crowd out here at Maitland, and it's an advantage we have. We train here every day, so looking forward to it.
For the local community, I think it's massive that we can bring the games out here in pre-season in the Aussie Cup.
After another off-season with a high player turnover, 22-year-old Mark Natter is now one of the most capped Jets in the squad.
There's not many that lasted longer than me.
The defender is desperate to repay the fans this season.
The community's backed us the last few years under some poor results, so to repay them would mean the world.
He also wants to take his game to a new level under coach Mark Milligan.
Someone who's played at the highest level like Millsy has, it's invaluable what he can sort of teach.
Charlestown dropped 2 valuable points in the NPLW's premiership race last night. Trailing Olympic 1-0, the visitors were given a lifeline in the 90th minute. Melina Ayres slotting in a penalty to salvage a draw. It leaves Azzurri 2 points behind ladder leaders Maitland. Few athletes have won as many world titles as Rhiannon Ifland, but the hunter diver has labelled her latest victory at the World Aquatic Championships as one of the proudest of her career. A 7-time cliff diving world champion with an unprecedented 5th 20-metre platform world title on the line in Singapore, you can probably guess what Rhiannon Ifland did next.
And there's a reason you don't really question this woman.
The 33-year-old finishing with a score of 359.25 over 6 rounds to maintain her dominance and add another gold to her collection.
Official. There it is. Your 5-time world champion. Wow.
It's a great experience. Again, the venue is amazing and we're all stoked to be diving up there.
To basketball, and the Mustangs' run in the NBL 1 season is over. Maitland's women losing their elimination final against Bankstown in the last minute, 77-73.
It goes with the left, teardrop, drops in.
The Falcons are going to have to defend their title the hard way. Another Nicole Munger masterclass, which included 23 points and 14 rebounds. Not enough to get the side home against the North Bears.
Coach Renee Garlop has guided her side to one win away from the grand final.
Newcastle will now host Bankstown in a do-or-die semi this Saturday. And a mixed weekend for the North Stars. They treated their home fans to a big win over Brisbane on Saturday.
Francis Jolie makes it 8-1 here.
But it was much tougher viewing on Sunday. Newcastle letting a 2-goal advantage against the Melbourne Ice slip.
The Schindel fire should score. He gets his second. Melbourne Ice take the lead.
7-5 loss leaves the North Stars in 4th place in the Australian Ice Hockey League. And that's our look at sport.
Thank you, Jack.
All right, thank you, Jack. Cold on the rink and cold just being outdoors, particularly in that wind today, whistling down the harbour where it never felt warmer than 7 degrees for most of the day. Weather.
Harrenpreet's wicked ways. The high-flying boss treating his worker like a slave.
Are you a modern-day slave keeper?
A current affair next.
This is what pre-flight mornings look like around here. Doing the coffee run, not the M1. Finding yourself the perfect park. So go on, take your pick from over 250 flights a week from Newcastle Airport. Ah, that's the Newy way.
Well, that's a bit rude.
Or is it a thought-provoking existential question designed to make you really wonder in your heart of hearts if your money is doing enough for your future?
It's not, Susan.
It's okay. It says here Vanguard's investments and low-fee super could help your money grow.
These are tears of joy.
They can't ask that.
Attention Aldi shoppers, these aren't just low prices.
It's a sale!
It's not a sale. Our prices are just this low every day.
Yes, it's an everyday sale!
I think there's a sale.
No, it's not an everyday sale. It's just our price.
It's not an everyday sale!
It's not an everyday sale. No, there's no sale. There's no sale.
Just low prices every day at Aldi. Good different.
Let's see if these weekend warriors know what they're doing. Okay, lift her up. Oh, Rob's got my shorts!
Mitsubishi's most capable ute ever. Nothing can frighten a
You've
Triton.
gone too far. Drop it down a bit.
Oh, I'll get this. We're still up for ice skating, or is that on hold?
Thank you. We'll take it.
ANZ Falcon technology learns from thousands of data points on your transactions, so it can help spot the difference between you and fraud. Fraud protection. Now it's personal.
Go Harvey Norman and transform your space with our distinct dining collection, where style meets sophistication. Find the perfect piece to suit your space. Mix and match your table and chairs to create your own bespoke look. Be inspired in store now at Harvey Norman.
Go!
There's so much to discover when you visit Homeworld.
A help company would get people back on their feet, make complicated stuff simple, and even try to predict the unpredictable. So that's what we're doing. NRMA Insurance, a help company.
Well, not too bad throughout tomorrow. After that, though, we're going to move through quite a challenging part of winter. Increased wet weather, winds and snow right across the northern New South Wales ranges and potentially across the higher elevated ground of Queensland as we move into the weekend and next week. Most of the wet weather has been falling on the western side of the Great Divide, and that's very typical of this setup. Very strong westerly winds flushing straight down the valley throughout today, but quite cloudy over the western slopes, not bad along the coast. You can see a nice little gap. That's the nighttime period there, so it's going to be really quite cold again overnight with more wind chill factors. Then there's cloud getting ready to move in. We've got a cut-off low that is going to be tracking across South Australia into western New South Wales. So the start of the day, relatively fine, relatively clear, and then we've got cloud increasing across the state. Some wet weather building across the far western areas and then starting to reach the coast by tomorrow evening. And then that system will be pushing through on Wednesday, increasing the wet weather, and we're going to see a low form, two upper level cold pools, one forming a low off the New South Wales coast as we saw as we move towards the weekend, and the other one may be thrown north, so there may be snow periods across the higher elevated ground of the Central Highlands of Queensland as we move into next week. So an extraordinary situation here with that double cut off upper level cold pool. For now though, not too bad for Sydney tomorrow, and Brisbane 22, very cold right throughout the southeast, the Alice lovely throughout the north, although there could be a shower on the way for Darwin, a rare one during this time of the year. Dry in the west for Perth with 17 on the way. Generally, we fell just shy of that throughout the upper Hunter. We had a few 17s at Tokel around Williamtown, otherwise 16 to 18 degrees, but the wind chill factor, as I mentioned, at Nobbies, it peaked at 7.4 degrees earlier on today. Otherwise, it was generally less than 7. The westerly winds backing off throughout tomorrow, but it is still going to be very cold overnight tomorrow morning. Some cloud gathering around the mountains, the upper Hunter, and pushing through into the afternoon and tomorrow night, and maybe some showers as we move into the overnight period. But otherwise, it's going to generally be fine as the winds slow and we've got the sunshine after that cold start again. It's going to warm nicely into the higher teens. For the coast, 18, 19s, otherwise 16, 17s for the majority of the valley floor for another, well, not bad winter's day with all things in comparison. So there's the swell. It's all offshore, not much getting in. At 6:45, the sun will rise. At 11:35, you've got that high tide throughout tomorrow. There's the wet weather ramping up on Wednesday. The cold, the wet weather, the winds, everything will be pushing through for what's going to be a very cold, wintry week. Let's go to the surf, or lack of at the moment. Very little in the way of swell. The westerly winds winning the argument at the moment. As we saw, there's plenty there, but those westerly winds, they will settle. So hopefully we might see some increased sets tomorrow. Another cold winter's night on the way.
OK, thank you, Gav. That's NBN News for this Monday. A current affair is up next, and we'll have updates throughout the evening.
So thanks for your company from all of the NBN team.
Good night.
Good night.
Hello, I'm Alison Langdon. Welcome to A Current Affair. Go to work, get paid. Pretty simple, right? Well, not for Gaghandeep. After she graduated with a degree in accounting, she thought she'd landed her dream job. But instead of a wage, she was forced to pay her boss to employ her. This type of modern slavery is far more common than you'd expect.
Why didn't you pay her wages, though? People go to work to be paid.
I totally lost hope, like I feel useless.
Are you a modern-day slave keeper?
No, I'm not. Money is everything for him.
Yeah.
For money he can do anything.
Money is everything for him and he can do anything.
A high-flying accounting boss.
Do any of your other workers work for free, sir?
Who preyed on one of his own.
Can you explain what's happened, Mr. Rajput?
Sorry, no comment. My lawyer says no comment.
I don't think the case is isolated. I think the problem is endemic and hidden.
Parampreet Singh Rajput isn't usually shy of the camera. Away from masterminding immigration schemes, he's a part-time TikTok star.
We all, as a family, together grow.
And head of the Sikh Motorcycle Club. But he's also been hiding a dark secret.
What do you think about slavery?
No, sorry.
Gagandeep was so proud to have studied in Australia. She moved here as a teen and graduated as an accountant. She wanted to give back.
She came for better life, but
Yeah.
she got the worst.
That could be an understatement. She was put to work effectively as a modern-day slave by this man, Parampreet Rajput.
Altogether, we have around 50 to 60 employees.
In 2019, Gagandeep scored her dream job at KPG Taxation. After complaining she hadn't been paid, she was told she would need to pay her boss cash first. Then he'd transfer the same amount back to her to cover the cost of employing her. Gagandeep's brother Jatinder says they complied for several months, fearing his sister's visa would be cancelled.
The visa obligation is she can only work for him for the next 2 years.
And he took advantage of that.
And he took the advantage of that one.
If she didn't comply, Gagandeep claims Mr. Rajput threatened to cancel her sponsorship, sending her back to India, a place she left in 2009.
How you can take the service from someone for free? How you can even think of it? I want to say one thing to him. Same thing happened with his own family, how he feels.
Mr. Rajput's used all his power to stop this story being told until now.
Mr. Rajput? Hello? Sam Cucchiaro with the Current Affair.
We catch up with him outside his Dandenong office in Melbourne.
She worked for you for free. You asked her to pay you.
Usually, he loves appearing in front of the camera, seen here on 9 News before his shocking conduct came to light.
We have to understand the rules, we have to oblige the rules.
Mr. Rajput has certainly built an empire. Flashy cars, 13 offices across Australia, and this, not the White House, but Mr. Rajput's palace he's just built in Melbourne.
Did you pay for that using slave labour effectively?
No, that's a small thing.
Well, can you explain to us?
That's not our case.
Why did you
present? Sorry, Mike.
He show everyone like he's a nice person, but in reality, he's not like that.
Work for free, sir? The shocking story only came to light after Gagandeep took her former boss all the way to the federal court. A judge sided with her, finding Mr. Rajput concocted a scheme he knew was illegal, but which was designed to appear like it complied with migration and employment laws.
Things took a turn when Gagandeep claims the company demanded $50,000 from her in a one-off payment.
So you had to pay him $50,000
Yes.
to work for him?
Yes. And we completely refused it. And we said, you go on your way, we will go on our way.
It's a claim the court ultimately found couldn't be proven, but Mr. Rajput did haul Jatinder to court, trying to sue him for defamation, he believes, to silence him.
Instead of arguing, would you like to say sorry, maybe?
No, it's not sorry.
You don't want to say sorry to Gagandeep?
No, it's a wrong judgment. We already...
So the judge is wrong. A federal court judge is wrong. Is that what you're saying?
You're making a story.
Just like the story Mr. Rajput spins in the community, boasting about how generous he is to charity.
On the one hand, you're taking the money from the pocket, right? Through your actions. And on the other side, 10% of it or 5% of you are donating to the community. And the community thinks you're a very good person. So he's a fake guy. Complete fake guy.
He really disrespect me and he take advantages of me.
There's complicit abuse because of the undue influence and duress that employees face because they're desperate to accommodate the demands of the employer on their quest for permanent residency.
Immigration lawyer Joseph Italiano.
I've heard the same in retailing, where a person was told that for $75,000 the person will be employed, but then they also have to pay for their salary. So these are ones that I'm aware of, but this is probably the tip of the iceberg.
You've got a very good standing in the community, sir. What are people going to think of you now?
No comment, sorry.
If anyone is doing same thing now, I literally want them to stop it. I think whatever you're doing today, it will hit you back in the future.
Not enough is being done. We don't have enough inspectors on the field. I don't think there's spot checks, monitoring and compliance with these abusers.
Have a nice day.
You don't think it's a serious case that you haven't paid somebody? That they're working for free? Sorry.
Well, Gagandeep was so traumatised, she's left accounting and is now working in childcare. If you've had any dealings with her ex-boss, please let us know. Should under-16s be banned from using YouTube? For father Wayne Holdsworth, the answer is simple. His teenage son Mac tragically took his own life in 2023 and used the video platform to help him do it. For our leaders, the decision is more complicated. Google threatening to sue the federal government if YouTube is included in its social media ban, which comes into effect in December. Wayne Holdsworth joins me now. Wayne, appreciate your time. You've been fighting tirelessly to protect other kids since you lost your son, Mac. To you, there's not really a debate to be had here.
No, there's not at all, Ali. The research quite clearly says that 4 out of 10 children have been exposed to YouTube that on stuff that is the content's really quite disturbing. And that's the research. And to give you an example, Mac was extorted by a platform that Meta provided, and then not too long thereafter he researched on YouTube how to take his life. And if he hadn't had exposure to that, he might have spoken to someone about it, and that might have triggered him to have called for help. Yeah. And that didn't happen.
So for you, Wayne, this fight, it's really personal.
Oh, it's really personal, Ali, yeah. It's not only our case, but I've met probably 100 people that have lost their son or daughter in a similar fashion, you know, that have been sexually extorted online, that have used products from Meta and YouTube that have significantly impacted them. And I want that to stop. And this legislation that's been implemented last December with bipartisan support from both sides of government, that is a great start. And that's going to be implemented come November, December of this year. That is a really good start. Education's going to help as well. Obviously, that's very important. But without something like this legislation, including all of the platforms, including YouTube, I mean, we don't put out cars off the production line with just 3 safety belts. There's 4 or 5 in the cars. Allowing YouTube not to be included in that is like sending a car out with just 3 safety belts.
So Wayne, what does this threat then to sue say about the priorities of these tech companies?
Oh, it's pretty clear. There's a philosophical difference, isn't there, really, because the tech giants, they're driven by their shareholders to make money and make profit, whereas we, the governments and people like myself, are simply here to save the lives of our children and to make our children's lives better.
So the YouTube was initially exempt from the ban. Our e-safety commissioner now wants them included, but the company's argument has been it is a video sharing platform. It is not a social media service, that it's educational, it's used in schools. They're fair points, aren't they, Wayne?
They're fair points if that was the only information that was provided by YouTube, but we know there's a whole lot more there that does compromise our children, and in our case there's definitely a case to be said that did have an impact on Mac and what he did that night, without doubt. Take that away and he may not have done that. So it's probably a fair point that yes, parts of it could be okay, and look, not everyone gets extorted on Instagram either, but it's the ones that do that pay the price.
So YouTube told A Current Affair it's deeply concerned the government could change its position. How does that compare to the deep concerns that you have?
Oh, they don't compare at all. You know, they talk about the constitutional situation with regards to the political communication that they wouldn't have. You know, the government under Constitution has a responsibility to its constituents to do what's best in the interest of all of those constituents, and that's a whole lot more important than what they're claiming.
Yeah, I mean, as we know, this legislation is going to be world first. We know it's not going to be perfect when it comes in, but we want to get it as right as possible. Sadly, it is too late for kids like Mac, but hopefully not for others, Wayne.
No, it's not. It's not, Ali. It's not too late at all, and this legislation will help a lot. As I alluded to previously, education is the key. Through Smack Talk, the organisation that we formed in memory of Mac, we go out to schools and we go out to primary schools, secondary schools, corporations, etc., and educate people on suicide prevention, and particularly around social media. Not only social media and the perils out there from the terrorists that want to extort our boys and girls, young boys and girls as young as 8, but also the way in which we use social media as well, and the kids use it now.
Look, Wayne, I really appreciate everything that you're doing, working to save young lives, and for coming on tonight. Thanks a lot.
Good on you, Ali. Thanks very much.
Well, YouTube told us the platform offers value to younger Australians, and it's seeking clarity from the government about the potential policy reversal. And if you or someone close to you needs help, there is support available. Contact Lifeline on 13 11 14. It's the humble bolo loved by locals. Good food, good people, and its own brew of beer. So Tony decided to trademark its name, the Bally. That was before the American casino giant, by the same name, looked to move in and saved troubled Star Casino. So, what happens now?
In the United States, there are few bigger. In Sydney, it's a place where mates meet.
G'day, Robin. How are you?
Well, I'm perfect, thanks.
We're just a traditional bolo that wants to continue trading as a traditional bolo.
Overlooking Sydney's northern beaches, the Balgowlah Bowling Club is a local icon. It's been here since 1956. They call it the Bally.
Yeah, just come in and have a chat about sport or what's going on in your life. A regular place for people to come in and get the best schnitzel in the northern beaches.
It prides itself on having no pokies and no gambling. Club Secretary-Manager Tony Waggoner.
It's a community club where people can socialise. We don't have any gambling or gaming. For me, I'm more wanting to promote the more traditional route of good food, good beverages, and a place where community can get together.
There's Bally beer, Bally t-shirts. This is the Bally. Half a world away, Bally's Corporation's casinos in the US are top of the pile. It's a monolith with casinos scattered across the United States. Now the Bally at Balgowlah has taken on Bally's Corporation in a prize fight the likes of which Las Vegas has never even seen.
There is a David versus Goliath angle on this story, but really it's about the Davids banding together and being able to continue trading. And that's important.
Earlier this year, Bally's Corporation tried to trademark its name for hospitality use in Australia, only to discover that this humble bowling club had already claimed the name, gazumping the US giant. Intellectual property lawyer Dr. Sarah Hook.
This does happen quite a bit, where you have local companies that are using a name, trading on a name, then suddenly there's a big international company with the same name that has decided to come out to Australia, and then there's a bit of a competition or fight over who gets to keep the name and the reputation that goes along with that name.
For now, it looks like the Bally Bolo has won.
Well, you could say that. I guess the intention behind it was just for us to continue using that name. Certainly there are plenty of other businesses that we work closely with that utilise the name Bally. Bally Boys is a local high school, Bally Primary School, we've got the Bally RSL, and I've got absolutely no issue with them continuing to trade and use that name.
Bally's Corporation has been looking to take over Australia's troubled Star Entertainment, which includes casinos in Sydney, Brisbane and on the Gold Coast. While shareholders have approved the takeover, the Bally Bolo has become a fly in the ointment because it claimed the trademark in September last year.
Were you aware of Bally's Corporation in the US before you registered your trade name?
No, not at all. No, my interest in registering the trademark is just that we use it for everyday conversations around the club.
The ball is now in Bally's Corporation's court. There's a chance they'll pull out the big bucks to buy the trademark. And let's face it, they've got plenty. One thing's sure, the Bally Bolo is not about to roll over.
No. Definitely not. I mean, the beer is named Bally. If you look at the bar, it's got the Bally beer, so...
They could come to an agreement with the other company. They might even want to sell it off in return for some substantial redevelopment of the club.
So you've beaten them to the punch, in effect, haven't you, in hindsight?
It certainly seems that way. Sometimes things work out. We got the rub of the green, so to speak.
Nice work, Bally Bolo. We got in touch with Bally's Corporation, but didn't hear back. Next, all Oliver wants is to pay for his parking with cash. So why was he still fined?
If I want to pay for my parking ticket in cash, I should be bloody well right to do so.
When it comes to going big.
This is a town within a town.
It's massive.
No one builds it better.
But you just got to look like you know what you're doing.
Than the block.
We're doing bathroom week 1. How do you feel, Em?
I'm chill.
Oh, yeah.
Huge risks.
If you can dream it, why not do it?
You got approval.
This is our secret weapon.
Massive rewards.
The whole reason we're here is for our kids.
The new block is just getting started. Next on 9.
Red line squad, we got a code red.
10-4, we're in pursuit. We're going to cut them off.
No. Red line squad, they're getting away.
Not on my watch.
Super cheap auto and the best performing oils, making it super since forever.
Bills piling up for hard-working Australians when they could be comparing and saving. A warning, this footage contains financial decisions some may find disturbing.
Mrs. Lee, you haven't compared insurance or energy bills for years.
I'm flat out with this lot.
You can... Thank you. You can get help, you know. Look.
That's a wake-up call.
It pays to compare.
Simples.
Disney discs are here. And right now, get a bonus Disney pack when you buy any participating Sorbent or Bonds product in a $30 shop at Woolworths.
Get what you really want with a great Ford finance offer. Now available on select Ford Ranger and Transit custom models. Pay just 1.99% per annum interest rate. Only at participating dealers while stocks last.
Good health is
Chicken salad, thanks.
contagious. Make it too.
Food, please. Yep. We're wired to pick up all the best bits from one another. And at Bupa, we're helping our almost 4 million members live healthier. Because every time they do, someone else will too. Join Bupa Health Insurance and feel good health catch on.
Domain Home's Super Saver sale is now on. Get a $35,000 cash discount plus a free driveway plus our free Energy Saver pack. That's over $60,000 in extra savings when you build with Domain Homes. Visit domainhomes.com.au now.
Tony and Eleanor talked to IB Bank about their home loan. They got a great low rate, saved on fees, and got $4,000 cash back. So Tony's going to spend big in order
is on now.
Sweet savings store-wide on blinds, curtains, trim-safe security, shutters and awnings.
If it covers a window or door, it's in the birthday sale.
Wait, it gets sweeter with our free measurement quote and free installation.
The big birthday sale ends July 31st. Don't miss out.
Remember the days when we all had spare change in the car to pay the parking meter? Now it's just a tap of your phone or card. But Oliver is old school. He wants to use his cash. When a parking machine refused to take his money, he copped a fine. Well, he's digging his heels in and taking a bite to print.
He calls himself the Cash Crusader.
If I want to pay for my parking ticket in cash, I should be bloody well right to do so.
If cash is king, this is the bloke on the throne.
To be told, no, you can't use your own money. It's wrong. It's fundamentally flawed. It's legal tender.
On a mission to make sense of a system that's gone card crazy.
You've gone on a bit of a crusade about all this now. You've taken it to court.
Yep.
You're wearing a t-shirt that says you're taking this very seriously.
If I'm wrong, let the judge tell me I'm wrong.
His Highness of hard currency isn't backing down. Meet Oliver, the man battling for the right to pay in cold hard cash everywhere.
Cash is legal tender. People that use cash is person's freedom. It's a person's freedom. I should be able to pay for what I need in cash.
But try telling that to the card-only parking machine.
The university started making parking cash, which I didn't realise at the time. I, being a normal student, didn't have much money in the bank account at the time. Still wanted to come to class, do the right thing, pay for parking.
So Oliver got creative. He wrote a note.
It said, "Dear parking inspector, cash in Australia is legal tender. I'm not actually available to pay by card right now, but I can happily pay in cash. Here's my number, give me a ring."
Did you really think that was going to work?
Well, I've left a note, I've left the money, the $61 parking ticket, try and do the right thing. They should have accepted it.
I can't believe that can work.
Shockingly, Oliver was fined $97.
There were signs up at the time that said pay by card or coins only. Suddenly the university decided to go cashless.
So you're a victim?
Yeah, I am.
The law student says if the University of Wollongong won't accept his cash, he won't accept the penalty.
Taking my $97 parking fine to court because I truly believe that I'm in the right here.
He's so confident, he's even representing himself.
I will be cash crusader. The law says businesses don't have to accept cash, and as many as 1 in 4 businesses are now cashless in Australia. But people don't realise this, that they don't have a right to use cash.
Money expert Joel Gibson.
Businesses have to notify you if they don't accept cash before you get to check out the point of payment.
Luckily, Oliver thought to take videos of signs, this one reading pay by credit card or points, before it was taken down.
And I've fallen victim to becoming cashless society.
He says he's standing up for every person that's ever been told card only.
So many people require cash. Old people can't use technology. When there's a blackout, you can't take the card at work.
Aussies feel cash still wears the crown.
I got cash.
Oh, got a card?
No, cash is king.
Do you carry a card or do you carry cash or both?
Cash in hand all day.
I do keep cash on me, but it's more for if a place doesn't have a card on it.
As for Oliver, he's got loose change and strong opinions.
So I'm going to push for a cash mandate after this whole fight's over. I'm going to fight in the court to make sure the scope of legal tender is fine.
Oh, but what happens if the magistrate makes you pay the fine? You couldn't even afford the parking ticket.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my wallet out and I'm going to pay in cash. That's the only way I can pay. And I'm going to keep fighting. If I have to go to the High Court, I will. Because, it's legal tender.
It's a fight, and this cash crusader isn't tapping out.
It is cheeky, Oliver. Good luck with it. Well, coming up, it's her face and her videos, which she has nothing to do with the charity it's raising money for.
then I got a couple of messages saying, hey Jess, have you seen what's happened?
Well, girls and boys, it's been another very exciting day for our friend Big Dog. Lots of adventure and fun for everyone. But now it's time for Big Dog to say goodnight.
Stravo! Explore the Jewels of Dalmatia on a 22-day small group tour. Return flights included, with freedom to explore and all things considered. Come join us in 2026. Search Bunnick Tours today. It's who you go with. Bunnick Tours.
Beaumont's hard flooring is seriously hard to beat. Fall in love with our new laminate flooring at hard-to-beat prices, or our new hybrid range. We even help with installation too.
Why pay more? We wouldn't.
Only at Beaumont's.
Disney discs are here. And right now, get a bonus Disney pack when you buy any participating Bega cheese or Danone product in a $30 shop at Woolworths.
Is it your birth?
Get multi-day battery life with Snapdragon-powered laptops at Officeworks.
Hey Dodo, got any deals on your NBN so you can hook my mum up?
Well, she'll love this. Save up to $23 off a month for 6 whole months.
What?
Yeah.
No. I'm going to call my mum right now. I'm going to tell your mum.
Yeah, she's already on it.
Yeah.
Attention Aldi shoppers, it's a sale!
I think there's a sale.
It's not a sale. Our prices are just this low every day.
Yes, it's an everyday sale!
It's an everyday sale. No, just low prices every day at Aldi. Good different.
Feeling out of balance? Try Inner Health Plus Double Strength Probiotic from Chemist Warehouse. A high-strength formula for digestive support, it maintains a balance of good gut bacteria and supports immunity and digestion. Just 1 capsule daily delivers 24-hour gut support. Right now, Inner Health Plus Double Strength Probiotic 60 capsules is just $39.75 at Chemist Warehouse. Live, look, feel well at Chemist Warehouse.
Introducing Every Day, the latest design collection from McDonald Jones. Start building from just $298,000 with free ducted air, free solar and free double glazing. Visit a McDonald Jones display today.
When it comes to marketing your business, television is the ultimate influencer because with TV advertising, it's all about the big picture. 100% of the screen, 100% focused on your business. And with 9NBN, you can reach more people more often, and that means more customers. We'll work direct with you to create a professionally produced commercial and effective advertising campaign to target the right audience for bigger impact. Get results. Contact us at 9nbn.com.au.
Love the Hunter Valley Show with a huge range of exhibits and entertainment, as well as our new Bike Evolution. Maitland Showground, August 8 to 10. Gates open 9 a.m. Visit ruralscene.com.au.
Tomorrow night, fake accounts.
They're using my face and my content to run a scam.
Exposing a cruel charity cause.
To see people taken advantage of makes me very upset.
Have your kind donations been pinched by fraudsters?
It absolutely could happen to anyone out there.
We'll have that tomorrow, and that's our program. If you have a story to tell us, please get in touch. We love hearing from you. I'm Alison Langdon. Thanks for your company. Enjoy your night.
Previously, 114 kilometres northwest of Melbourne.